My name is Avery Case. I am a licensed advanced practice esthetician in the state of Minnesota, and this is my story. So a little backstory on why I became an esthetician. All throughout high school, I struggled with self-confidence, probably up until senior year. I would wear a full face of makeup to school every day. I did not feel confident and comfortable in my own naked, bare skin. I did not feel good unless I had a full face of makeup on. Foundation, powder, blush, contour, mascara, brows were done all the time. As soon as we started reaching senior year, we began talking about what after high school looked like. All throughout high school, every single teacher talked about a 4-year. They talked about going for a degree, and that just was not in the cards for me. I began researching. I think not accidentally, but not even thinking, I just typed in if there's a career for skincare because I knew cosmetology was a thing, but I knew I did not want to do hair, just because it just didn't seem like something I would want to do. So I found esthetics, and I fell in love from there. I kept researching what it all entailed, what was all included, and at the time when I was researching, advanced practice estheticians were not a thing. It was just aesthetics, which the difference between I'll talk about in another video. Maybe I'll touch base in it in this video, who knows, but at the time it was just an esthetician. There was no up from there, it was just an esthetician. 2019, I think, is when AP esthetician in Minnesota became a thing, but at the time, that wasn't even really like a thing yet, so I was only researching aesthetics. I liked just that. I liked what I had found. I really was like, this is amazing, like you can incorporate makeup, which I found a love for, doing 3 years of makeup and going to school, and that I actually got pretty good at makeup. So I fell in love with makeup and then skincare as well. And I began researching more and more, and I met with a local esthetician who was actually like a family friend, and I had no idea she was an esthetician. I emailed her, we set a time to meet, and I just wanted to know like school recommendations, how long schooling was, what being an esthetician was all about, all the things that fall into that category. And I unknowingly, with the person I met up with, I did not know at the time that she would be my boss and mentor in the future. But I graduated high school in 2020. I took a year off to work. I really wanted to pay as much for my schooling as I could because it was doable. Aesthetic school isn't super expensive compared to like a 4-year or a 2-year college. There isn't actually even a whole lot of financial aid or loans when it comes to an aesthetics program, so paying it as much as I could was my goal. I did end up paying for all of it, which I continue to like remind myself that I did that because I think it was such a huge accomplishment too. But yeah, I took a year off to make money. I paid it in full, and I went to my basic aesthetics program. I started that in April of 2021, and I graduated in August of 2021. It was 4 months to the date. Every school is different. Every state is different for the requirements of the hours. I took a year off after I graduated from there, and I went for my AP license, which is advanced practice. I went to a different school for that. It was a little further than my first school, but I wanted to have a really, really good education, especially in the AP, because you are going another layer deeper into the skin. Your scope gets a little bit bigger. So it was really important to me. I started that in May of 2022 and graduated in September of 2022. So it took me about 11 months for everything, and with a break in between. So it was like maybe a 9-month in total programming, not quite even. So yeah, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love waking up and being able to go do what I love to do. And I think a huge part of it too is that I can help other women and men too, teenagers, push forward to self-confidence. I can help them with their skin. And it's an indescribable feeling, when you're doing what you love and what you've always had a passion for. It's so much fun. So that's kind of a little backstory on why I became an esthetician. The sole purpose was to help others. I didn't have anyone to guide me into what skincare to use. I didn't really have anyone to be like, okay, well, your skin is like this, so you should use this product. So I was using bare minimum things, but it eventually did help my skin, and I continued to grow my skincare routine, and I just fell more in love with learning about ingredients and what different products can really do for the skin. And I'm still obviously learning every single day. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like I said, I just am doing what I love doing, and honestly, to me, that's quite all that matters. So that was kind of it for the video. It was just like a little summary on why I became an esthetician. I can't wait to make more videos. I will leave all of my socials below too, so you can check those out. I will also leave contact information below too. That way you can get a hold of me if you have questions about how to become an esthetician, any questions you have about aesthetics. So I will leave all that down below. But thanks for tuning in.